Tomorrow, SpaceX is planning back-to-back launches within about 6 hours of each other.
3, 2, 1.
In the heart of the Sunshine State, where the skies meet the limitless horizons, a historic event unfolded. An event so astounding that even NASA, with all its knowledge and experience, found itself caught off guard. As the world watched in awe, SpaceX, the audacious trailblazers of the space age, delivered a spectacle that defied all expectations. What could it possibly be that took the breath away from the world's leading space agency? How could SpaceX, the visionary upstarts, achieve what was deemed never seen before? The answers lie in a saga that will take your imagination to the farthest reaches of the universe. Join us as we unravel the recent noteworthy developments by SpaceX in Florida that shocked NASA, where Mars missions begin. In the heart of South Texas, there's a remarkable place known as Starbase. It's a spaceport, and it's not like any other. This location is where SpaceX is building the future of space travel. Starbase is the proud home of SpaceX's Starship rocket factory and launch pads. It's like the doorway to Mars for all those who love exploring space. As we speak in the year 2023, this spot is gearing up to launch dozens, if not hundreds, of Starship flights every month. The size and scope of Starbase are awe-inspiring, surpassing anything you've seen from other rocket companies, including NASA, the big U.S. government space agency. Back in April 2023, something truly epic happened at Starbase. They saw the launch of the world's largest and most powerful rocket. That's a big deal, right? And guess what? They're getting ready for another Starship launch. But this is not all. SpaceX, led by the visionary Elon Musk, has big plans. They want Starship to be a common mode of transportation worldwide. Elon is thinking beyond Starbase. He's dreaming of a network of launch facilities across the globe. Elon's first stop is in Florida, where SpaceX started building the second version of the Starship launch facility in late 2021. They're doing this at Kennedy Space Center, a pad they lease from NASA. It wasn't an easy journey because NASA was worried about Starship's setbacks that could affect their other contracts. Nevertheless, SpaceX made some significant progress in just 13 months. They've laid down foundations, modified massive tanks for cryogenic storage, installed miles of plumbing, and put together a towering Starship launch structure. They've even added a water system to the base of this structure. In short, they've been busy bees creating this fantastic launch site. But one of the most exciting things they did was constructing massive steel arms, which SpaceX employees affectionately call chopsticks. These arms are crucial because they're part of a mechazilla. Now, what's mechazilla? It's a combo of a launch tower and those big arms. They're designed to catch, handle, stack, and fuel both stages of the Starship. Even in windy weather, they can do this with precision. Building this Starship launch tower and the arms is a colossal engineering feat. Some experts say it's even more challenging than making the Starship spacecraft itself. That's how ambitious and creative SpaceX and Elon Musk are in this exciting journey into the stars. SpaceX isn't confined to just one launch tower in Texas. It has gone the extra mile by building an additional launch tower in Florida as part of its initial rocket testing phase. What's particularly remarkable is SpaceX's exceptional performance in Florida, setting numerous records that have captured the attention of not only rocket companies, but even NASA itself. Now let's delve into the latest record achieved by the Falcon 9, a true workhorse in Florida. To gain a deeper appreciation, we must highlight that the Falcon 9 has completed a total of 66 launches. The most remarkable milestone was reached after the 60-second launch when Falcon 9 broke the record for the most flights in a single year, surpassing the previous record set at the end of 2022. This achievement equated to launching a rocket every 3.9 days, a significant improvement compared to the 2022 average of one launch every 5.9 days. To illustrate this rapid pace, consider that SpaceX achieved its 10th launch of 2023 by February 12th, the 20th launch by late March, the 30th launch in the second week of May, the 40th launch in mid-June, and the 50th and 60th launches at the tail ends of July and August. To put this into perspective, in 2022, it took until the second week of March to reach 10 flights, mid-July to achieve 20, early September to get to 30, and the beginning of November to surpass 50. SpaceX concluded 2022 with a total of 61 launches, but it's not unreasonable to anticipate more than 90 missions in 2023, marking a substantial increase. Remarkably, nearly 60% of SpaceX's missions in 2023 are related to deploying Starlink internet satellites into orbit. This year, SpaceX has also launched 3 crewed missions to the International Space Station, ISS, and 3 Falcon Heavy rockets. It's essential to recognize that SpaceX's ability to reuse rocket boosters and first-stage components plays a pivotal role in driving this increased launch frequency. In July, SpaceX achieved a milestone by launching its Falcon 9 booster for the 16th time, extending its lifespan from 15 to 20 missions. This extension is currently reserved for Starlink launches, showcasing the company's commitment to innovation and sustainability in the field of space exploration. SpaceX achieves lightning-fast turnaround. SpaceX has been hard at work enhancing its launch operations to achieve faster turnaround times. Their efforts have proven successful, significantly reducing the turnaround time at their busiest launch site in Florida to less than 4 days between missions. This achievement is of paramount importance to SpaceX due to certain limitations at their other launch facility in Florida, where Falcon Heavy missions and crewed launches typically demand more preparation time for each flight. On the beautiful Florida coast, SpaceX's primary launch site has seen remarkable progress in terms of mission efficiency. The team has optimized processes and streamlined operations to ensure that the time between 2 consecutive missions is minimal, reducing it to less than 4 days this year. This rapid turnaround is a critical factor in SpaceX's mission success, as it allows it to meet the growing demands of the space industry efficiently. In contrast, SpaceX's West Coast launch site in California has encountered some unique challenges. Although it has hosted 18 Falcon 9 missions, it operates with an older design that necessitates more time for setup before each mission. The primary reason for this extended setup time is the robust back structure, which resembles a vertical gantry structure alongside the rocket during the final countdown. Unlike their Florida counterparts, these robust backs in California do not retract from the rocket during liftoff. This means that the sturdy back structure has to endure the fiery plume of exhaust as the Falcon 9 ascends, leading to more extensive refurbishment requirements between launches. Despite these challenges, the dedicated SpaceX ground team in California has still managed to execute Falcon 9 missions with turnaround times as short as 10 days. This remarkable feat demonstrates their unwavering commitment to overcoming obstacles and ensuring the success of each mission. Out of the 44 other SpaceX launches this year, all have taken off from Florida, making the Florida spaceport a hub of activity. In Florida, the spaceport has seen an astonishing 46 orbital launches this year, involving not only SpaceX but also other prominent players like ULA and Relativity Space. This marks a significant increase from the 57 launches hosted the previous year. To manage this surge in launch activities efficiently, the U.S. Space Force, Space Launch Delta East, and the agencies overseeing launch operations from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station and Kennedy Space Center have collaborated seamlessly. Their coordinated efforts have played a pivotal role in meeting the surging demand for launches, driven primarily by SpaceX's ambitious missions. The tug-of-war over Starship launch sites. Starbase won't remain the exclusive launch site for Starships indefinitely. In reality, SpaceX has been eager to expand its horizons by launching Starships from its smaller rocket launch facility in Florida. However, the launch site's owner, NASA, has been cautious about this prospect. NASA's concern is that Starship launches might interfere with Crew Dragon missions, which are essential for reaching the International Space Station. In response to NASA's concerns, SpaceX quickly proposed an alternative solution. They decided to construct a new launch pad specifically for Crew Dragon missions. This move was intended to ensure that Starship launches wouldn't disrupt the critical Crew Dragon operations. SpaceX's ability to adapt and provide solutions is a testament to their dedication to space exploration. To truly grasp the essence of the Starship program, it's essential to recognize that Starbase primarily serves as a hub for the development and testing of advanced Starship technologies. It wasn't initially intended as the primary launch site for Starship missions. Instead, Elon Musk, the visionary leader of SpaceX, has always aimed for Starship missions to take off from Launch Complex 39A in Florida. This site has been the focus of significant developments in recent years. Significant progress has been made towards SpaceX's goal, including the near completion of the Starship launch tower adjacent to the Falcon 9 mount at LC-39A. However, some concerns arose due to incidents during early Starship flights, leading to temporary suspensions of many Starship operations at Florida's facility. One might wonder why these precautions are taken. Well, it's worth noting that LC-39A currently stands as the only U.S. site capable of launching Crew Dragon capsules. These capsules are the lifeline for transporting astronauts to the ISS. In essence, LC-39A isn't just for experimental flights. It is a national asset of great significance. If a Starship were to encounter a mishap during launch, NASA's exclusive access to the ISS could be jeopardized. The historical context underscores the importance of this caution. For instance, back in 2016, a Falcon 9 rocket exploded at LC-40, causing extensive damage that necessitated a complete rebuild. SpaceX managed to restore the launch pad, but it took a considerable 15 months. Therefore, if a Starship launch were to fail and cause damage to the Falcon and Dragon facilities at LC-39A, NASA could face a similar challenge. The repercussions of such an incident would be far-reaching. NASA's alternative spacecraft, Boeing Starliner, which was intended to replace Dragon, has faced significant delays and is still not qualified for human launches. It cannot currently assume the role of supplying the ISS. In this high-stakes scenario, rigorous testing and exploration of alternative launch options for Crew Dragon missions are imperative. These precautions must be taken before Starship can be cleared for launches from Florida. In light of these circumstances, SpaceX is actively addressing NASA's concerns and working diligently on viable alternatives. The rise of the Crew Access Tower. In the vast expanse of space nestled to the southwest of Space Launch Complex 40 lies SpaceX's Roberts Road facility. This facility is home to SpaceX's Falcon 9 refurbishment facility, Hangar X, and the Cape Canaveral Star Factory. Currently, a remarkable transformation is unfolding as an access tower begins to rise for SpaceX's Crew and Cargo Dragon missions. This tower represents a significant step in SpaceX's journey toward the stars. The construction of this tower is no small feat. The third section of the structure has recently been put in place, marking substantial progress. Once this tower reaches its completion, it will serve a crucial purpose. It will alleviate a bottleneck at Pad 39A, which currently stands as the sole launch pad equipped for Dragon launches. This enhancement is much needed, as the importance of Dragon missions continues to grow. As one gazes upon the construction site, numerous cranes and elevators surround the sections in progress. Among the components, the elevator shaft and stairs can be observed in the smaller sections at the back. In contrast, the larger front section is expected to house the Crew Access elevator on the day of the launch. The crew's journey to the launch pad is a momentous occasion. They typically arrive and embark on a special elevator known as the Crew Access Arm. This retractable walkway extends from the launch tower to the spacecraft, ensuring the crew's safe and secure boarding. Whether the mission involves a Dragon spacecraft or another type of spacecraft, the Crew Access Arm plays a vital role in the pre-launch preparations. The construction of an additional tower dedicated to Crew Dragon missions underscores SpaceX's unwavering commitment to establishing a robust and secure pathway for such missions. This dedication is driven by the goal of minimizing risks to critical International Space Station access points. By ensuring safe and reliable access for astronauts, SpaceX contributes to the ongoing success of the ISS program. Moreover, the near completion of the Crew Elevator hints at SpaceX's ambitions for the future. With the Crew Access Arm poised to serve upcoming Dragon missions, it also suggests that SpaceX may be on the cusp of launching its next ambitious endeavor, the Starship. The development of an additional tower signifies a forward-thinking approach, one that aligns with SpaceX's mission to propel humanity toward interstellar exploration. This initiative holds immense significance for NASA as well. The successful launch of Starship in the future could alleviate concerns related to potential issues arising from a giant experimental rocket. In a single stroke, Starship could revolutionize the landscape, making the launch of SpaceX Dragon missions smoother and more efficient. For NASA, this marks a positive turn of events, as one formidable bridge would no longer impede their operations. The collective impact of these developments suggests a revival of activities related to Starship at the Florida site. SpaceX's dedication to expanding its capabilities and launching both Dragon missions and Starship projects signifies an exciting future for space exploration. The expansion of SpaceX's space facility. There's another sign that shows significant progress from SpaceX. They're slowly making their operational area bigger. A recent report about the environment talks about expanding Roberts Road. In the big 231-page document, the main idea is to make the facility bigger to the north. This means they need to get 100 more acres of land from SpaceX. SpaceX has a big plan to make their facility 3 times larger, almost 150 acres in total. That's a huge area. In this plan, they want to build 2 buildings. One is small and probably for offices, while the other is much bigger and might be another place to build their awesome starships. They want to finish this expansion quickly, maybe in just 2 or 3 years. To make this happen, they need to extend things like electricity, fiber, and water from the current Roberts Road facility. They also want to make the Saturn Causeway Road wider. Right now, it's 8 meters wide, but starships are 9 meters wide. So they want to make it 10.3 meters to give some extra space for the big Starship transporters. But if the main plan doesn't work out, they have a backup idea. This means they might need 115 more acres of land, but this could get close to some tall power lines. That's a concern because starships are tall, about 50 meters for the second stage. So they would need to add new transformers and lay lots of gas lines. This would take more time and effort. This expansion will also affect about 68.2 acres of wetlands and surface waters. But don't worry, it's not a big problem, and it's just a small part of the wetlands at the Kennedy Space Center and Merritt Island National Wildlife Refuge. The report also says that it won't hurt the Florida scrub jay, which is a bird that needs protection. They will create new habitats for the scrub jay, so they won't lose their homes. The good news is that from an environmental point of view, the report doesn't have any big worries. That's a good thing. Next to the exciting news about SpaceX expanding in Florida, they're also planning to build a big Starship production place and a hangar named Hangar X. What's important is that they've picked Florida as the main spot for launching Starship in the future. That means there are some really important things happening here, whether they happen soon or a bit later. Elon Musk confirmed this at a gathering in Starbase when a reporter asked about SpaceX's plans to set up a new launch spot at Kennedy Space Center. Musk said that Starbase is going to be where they test new rocket designs and versions, like their R&D spot. Kennedy will probably be where they do most of their rocket launches, but there are some challenges too. Not everyone is happy that the area around Boca Chica is the favorite place for rocket crashes. This makes environmental problems a big concern, and government agencies are watching closely. This can lead to legal battles when SpaceX wants to get permission to launch their rockets from this place. That can cause delays and affect important space missions. Still, SpaceX's growth in Florida is moving forward, and it's an exciting time as we watch all their activities unfold in the future. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In a groundbreaking development that is shaping the future of space exploration, SpaceX is actively pursuing additional land rental at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. SpaceX, known for its relentless efforts in advancing Falcon Rockets and its ambitious Starship project, aims to expand its footprint in the space industry. The Starship project holds immense importance in the realm of space exploration, representing a promising future asset. However, in the current landscape, the Falcon rocket serves as the primary workhorse for launching payloads into space, and Florida is a pivotal hub for these operations. To put this into perspective, SpaceX conducts approximately 3.5 Falcon rocket launches on an average day. In the year 2022 alone, they successfully executed 75 Falcon rocket launches, a testament to their operational prowess. Notably, in 2023, they achieved a remarkable milestone, with the Falcon 9 rocket transporting over 900 tons of cargo into space. What sets SpaceX apart is its bold plan to increase its launch frequency to 144 launches in the upcoming year, translating to an average of 2.3 launches per day. This goal, unprecedented in the industry, reflects SpaceX's unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of space exploration. Their vision extends beyond the Falcon Rockets, encompassing the grand ambitions associated with the Starship, both of which are poised to assume pivotal roles in shaping the future of space exploration. Let us know what you think in the comments below. The Roberts Rhodes Campus Project. SpaceX is about to embark on a major expansion project in Florida, specifically at the Kennedy Space Center. This expansion, known as the Roberts Rhodes Campus, will cover a vast area of 100 acres. The main goal behind this project is to widen the scope of their operations, especially in the maritime sector. To put this in perspective, they've created a site map that outlines their plan. They want to ensure that the total area of the new facility does not exceed 1.2 million square feet, with buildings not reaching beyond 400 feet in height. This is to make sure that their buildings don't surpass the height of the famous Vehicle Assembly Building owned by NASA, which stands at an impressive 526 feet tall. Now let's pinpoint the location of the Roberts Rhodes campus. This project was given the green light by the Kennedy Space Center back in 2018, and it currently spans 67 acres. Even though it's not often in the spotlight, this site plays a crucial role in SpaceX's space endeavors. One of its significant facilities is Hangar X, which serves as the core for refurbishing Falcon boosters that will be used in future missions. It's not just SpaceX who benefits. NASA and SpaceX also occasionally welcome astronauts here, giving them a first-hand look at the rockets that will take them to the International Space Station. With this expansion, both NASA and SpaceX will gain strategic advantages. SpaceX plans to enhance its operations by constructing new infrastructure, expanding office spaces and industrial facilities, and upgrading its amenities. This construction project is expected to take 2 to 3 years, and once completed, it will be immediately put into action. The primary aim is to consolidate various operations, such as the Falcon programs and the innovative Starship initiatives, into one centralized campus. This will lead to better oversight, streamlined operations, and increased efficiency, benefiting SpaceX in multiple ways. NASA, on the other hand, is looking to fulfill its mission of promoting the commercial use of space and boosting the commercial space launch industry. This expansion aligns with national directives, like the Commercial Space Launch Act and the National Space Policy. It's a win-win situation, helping both SpaceX and NASA while contributing to the economic growth of the state. Additionally, SpaceX also has plans to widen Saturn Causeway, a road that stretches from the Vehicle Assembly Building to Phillips Parkway for approximately 3.9 miles. This will make it easier to transport launch vehicles. The road will be widened by about 8 feet, from 26 feet to 34 feet, and drainage systems will be improved. The scale of this growth is truly impressive, and it's set to bring significant changes to the area. SpaceX's path to environmental responsibility. SpaceX continually pushes the boundaries of what's possible in the aerospace industry. While they stand as the foremost innovators in the field, there's a crucial aspect that demands our attention: the environment. Irrespective of who we are and our roles, environmental responsibility is an obligation we all share, given the need to comply with government regulations. SpaceX's commitment to environmental stewardship is exemplified by its meticulous environmental assessment process for the proposed expansion at the Kennedy Space Center. This process is guided by the National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA of 1969, a bedrock of environmental protection legislation. NEPA mandates a comprehensive evaluation of potential environmental impacts before any significant actions are undertaken. At the core of SpaceX's commitment lies a detailed 40-page supplemental environmental assessment. This document delves deeply into the intricacies of the expansion plan, exploring its potential effects on the surrounding environment. SpaceX, in close collaboration with regulatory bodies, is dedicated to minimizing any adverse environmental effects. The assessment serves as a roadmap for assessing the project's environmental footprint, covering both direct and indirect impacts. In essence, it reflects SpaceX's dedication to a balanced and sustainable vision. The plan not only limits the expansion's size, but also enhances transportation infrastructure while considering the broader scope of the project. This approach not only expands SpaceX's operational capabilities, but also respects and enhances the unique ecosystem of the Kennedy Space Center. Don Denard, an environmental scientist in Kennedy's Environmental Management Branch, is diligently working on the environmental assessment for SpaceX's proposal. The assessment will soon be available for public review, following a period of public input. This review will offer a detailed analysis of the proposal, including the expansion of the Roberts Road campus, a 100-acre parcel, and an evaluation of various alternatives. It will also provide a comprehensive analysis of the potential environmental effects associated with moving forward with the proposal. As of October 16, the public commenting period for SpaceX's proposed expansion at the Kennedy Space Center came to an end. Now, the critical phase of evaluation has begun, characterized by thorough consideration and analysis. SpaceX is collaborating with regulatory bodies to focus on the valuable feedback received during the public commentary period. Each comment received plays a vital role, like a piece of a puzzle, contributing to a comprehensive understanding of the potential impacts and concerns raised by stakeholders. It's an inclusive approach, ensuring that every perspective, whether from federal agencies or the public, is taken into account. The next crucial step involves a meticulous evaluation of these comments to determine their substance and significance in shaping the final environmental assessment. This rigorous scrutiny is essential to ensure that all viewpoints are considered. SpaceX is committed to an inclusive and transparent decision-making process, recognizing that the collective insights from this evaluation phase will be pivotal in refining and optimizing the proposed expansion plan. After the thorough evaluation of comments, the final environmental assessment will be carefully crafted, accompanied by the formulation of the draft Finding of No Significant Impact (FONSI). This document is crucial as it represents a synthesis of the environmental analysis, potential mitigation measures, and the cumulative impact of the proposed expansion. While there isn't a fixed timeline for the remaining steps in this process, the Kennedy Space Center assures stakeholders and the public that updates will be diligently provided. These updates will run in parallel with the expansion of SpaceX's operational scope at KSC. Notably, SpaceX is also taking steps to accommodate its powerful new Super Heavy rocket. In 2019, they received the Environmental Impact Statement from NASA's Kennedy Space Center to begin construction of the Starship launch tower at Launch Pad 39A. Throughout 2022, keen observers could witness significant progress on the tower as it rose in the background of dozens of Falcon 9 launches and one Falcon Heavy launch. In coordination with NASA, SpaceX is concurrently building a second crew access tower at Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. This expansion mirrors the capabilities at Launch Complex 39A, providing redundancy. Having a second Florida base pad is beneficial for NASA, as it offers additional options for sending both crew and cargo to the International Space Station. Currently, crew launches are exclusively from Launch Complex 39A, while cargo missions, such as the former Commercial Resupply Service missions, are launched by SpaceX in Florida and from NASA's Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. These strategic moves underscore SpaceX's commitment to advancing space exploration and ensuring the utmost safety and efficiency in their operations. Which space agency do you believe will dominate future space exploration efforts? Let us have your response in the comments below.